Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell for more money-making videos. In my new ebook, I have a list of field inspections and property preservation companies in all 50 states. I made over $100,000 a year in this industry, so download the ebook in the link of the description of this video.
Hey everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. I wanted to bring you some information on how you can make really with these types of inspections, 50 all the way up to $600 an hour by performing restaurant inspections. Now, if you're new to my channel, I bring you information on how to make multiple streams of income. And if you've been following this series, I've been showing you on the field inspection business. So if you want an overview of what field inspections are, check out my first video that I made on this channel. Now, with these restaurant inspections, this is going to be for insurance company. So in the field inspection business, you have two sides, which is working with banks or working with insurance companies. So you're going to work with lenders or insurance companies. Now, one side is mortgage and one side is insurance. So this is going to fall under insurance types of inspections. Understand that no matter where you are in these 50 states around the world, there are items, buildings, equipment insured all around you. You walk outside, if you're looking at a building, 9 times out of 10, if you're in the United States, it has some kind of insurance. So insurance company needs inspectors to go out and look at these risks and write up a report. You do not need license in order to do this. Now, I want to always give you guys a disclaimer. Make sure you watch out for scammers in the comments section. Someone's using my picture, so make sure you click on the picture if I'm replying back to you, and make sure the subscribers that's on their channel matches this channel. If you have questions for me directly, you can contact me at my website. The link will be in the description of the video. And I also have a book right now with these types of contractors in all 50 states. So a lot of people keep asking me, is these in my state? Yes, they're in your state. It's in all 50 states. Trust me, you're not in a region or you're not new. If there's buildings around you, there's insurance on those buildings. So trust and believe. Yes, they're in your state. So if you want a list, I made an ebook just for you for that information. So let's jump into this overview so I can show you guys how these inspections work. Now, here's some of the photos requirements that you would have to take for this inspection. This is an inspection I did years ago, and this was a sub shop. And so this is the front of the building, so you can identify it. And you will want to take pictures of the walkways, and this is the side of the building. So you want to take outside shots, and you should always get a shot of the back if all possible, but sometimes that's not possible. Now, you notice when you come into this building, you always want to look for restaurant exit signs, fire exit signs. This is going to be very common, especially if you have a commercial inspection for the insurance side. You always want to get a photo when you're doing these types of insurance inspections of the electrical panel box. You want to make sure that there are fire extinguishers that's located on the property and that it is tagged. This is general for any kind of commercial property, and even multifamily buildings. Many a times they have this expectation depending on how many units. This here is the heating system for this unit, so they would like to see what kind of heat. And this here is a furnace. So this is either going to be, this is, of course, you see the copper here. This is what's hot water, some kind of baseboard. Sometimes you have it HVAC, but this right here is a hot water system. Now they want you to identify that. Now, each company have their own forms. So I really can't present you a form that's going to be standard, but these are going to be the standard questions that they are going to ask you, because every company does things differently. So keep that in mind. Now, this is your cooking equipment, and they will generally ask you on the form what kind of cooking equipment is there. Here's the stove, how many eyes is on the stove, here's deep fryers, and they want a picture of this layout of the whole cooking equipment. Here's another example of the kitchen and the cooking equipment, and they would want you to notate. Usually they have a check, a box of different things like a griddle, stove, how many eyes, and you would check that off and you would input that into the form. Now, this is what is called the ANSOL system. It's the fire suppression system. So if a fire break out in a restaurant, especially in the kitchen area, these are really the sprinkler system for that type of grease fire. It's going to be wet or a dry system. So this is a wet system, looking at the nozzles. If you're not sure, you can simply just ask whoever is letting you inspect what kind of system they have. Now, keep in mind, with these kinds of inspections, you make your own schedule and make your own appointment. So you will make it with someone who will be taking you on a tour, and you will be taking photos. Many a times these companies that have you take these photos right in your cell phone, or you might have to carry a camera if that's best for you, but you can even take it with your cell phone camera. That would be sufficient also. Now, this here is the ANSOL system, and this is your fire suppression system that releases the gas. So they will want you to take a photo of this. They want to see that this is tagged and what was the last, tag or inspection date, because they have to be inspected. Generally, they want to see that it was inspected depending on the volume of that restaurant. If it's a real big restaurant, sometimes they want to see it every 3 months to 6 months. The more regular, the better. Okay. And this is a Bucky system. So they would want you to notate. And sometimes what they do is have check boxes for the type and the name of the brand of this fire suppression system. Now, this is what's going to be your hood cleaning. You want the hood because this caused a lot of grease fires, and this is one of the main culprits of a fire in a restaurant. So you're the eyes and ears for the insurance company. So you always want to take a picture of the certificate of performance for the cleaning. And generally, if it is a busy type of establishment, they want this done every 3 months is going to be the standard. Even if it's a smaller one, every 6 months. But generally, if they're not getting this clean every 3 months, and you look at the dates, if it's not clean every 3 months, you need to recommend that they clean this every 3 months, because it's really a fire hazard. So this is going to be something standard that you're going to take photos of every time you do this inspection. Now, this is another standard photo. This is a K-rated fire extinguisher. This is a design for grease fires, for kitchen fires. So this should be in their kitchen. If you don't have one of these, you will make a recommendation that they install one, because if they don't, this is a real safety hazard, and it needs to be tagged. And this should be being checked either every year or every 6 months. That's up to your discretion. And sometimes different insurance companies will give you a standard. Some will let them get away with having this service every year, but some of them want it every 6 months. So it all depends. So you would want to take a picture of this tag also to make sure that it's tagged and write down the date. Now, these are the general photos that you're going to have when you're dealing with these types of inspections. Now, as always, I try to bring you guys a company. So I'm going to show you a company right now that have these types of inspections. And we're going to jump right into showing you those. Now, as you can see, this company is Allegheny Inspections, and they do commercial inspections. So anytime you see commercial inspections, you're going to have restaurant inspections included. Now, when you're doing those types of inspections that I just showed you, many a times you might have it in a strip mall. You might have what you have is a Galaxy type of establishment. So a Galaxy type of establishment is almost like a food court, or you could have a food court situation. So you may need a number of those forms for each different business there in that food court. So I had an inspection like that where I had a strip mall situation or a Galaxy situation many a times, and I did have a strip mall, and it was a large size strip mall. So I had a number of restaurants that was there. So depending on what company that you're working for, they'll pay you maybe 50, on the average 45 up to about 65 per form. And it's really quick to do that. So you would just, for each establishment, take those photos and fill out the form, but you would be taking pictures of the rest of the property and writing up the other form for that building. So you can do these inspections. You can do about 5 or 6 a day, 7. It depends on what it is. And you can do this as a part-time situation, or you can do it full-time. So keep that in mind. You make the appointment with whoever, the business owner or the property manager, to get access to the establishment, so they will let you in. So this company is in all 50 states, and you can go here and you can look into the career section, and you can apply for this no matter what state you are in. Now, sometimes it depends on the demand on what kind of inspectors they need. And this company has commercial inspections, so it would be personal lines, like they say here, which is a personal resident. Those I have already shown you guys, so you can check out prior videos that I made on that. Job site inspections, but commercial inspections will include these restaurant inspections. So I will leave this company link in the description of the video. I also will leave the link to my ebook. If you have any questions, make sure you put it in the comment section, or simply go to my website. Anybody that's giving you an email address to contact them, keep in mind that's not me. And I hope to see you guys in the next video.
I wanted to make sure I show you guys this. This will be a required photo, and it's very important. It is for the gas shutoff in a restaurant. So anytime you have commercial cooking equipment, there's going to be an emergency gas shutoff. So you want to ask them where their gas shutoff is, and you want to make sure that it's tagged and it's up to date in service. So I'll see you guys in the next video.